Hey there, black belts. This is your sword Kata 1. I'm going to back up away from the camera because most of the kata is done, well, the whole kata is done in a straight line. So I need some room. So if you are practicing this at home, get you a good amount of space. So you might have to go outside or maybe do it in the hallway. Just don't hit your walls. So I'm going to start way back in the room, but I'm going to start with my knees down. Now, there is a specific way to sit. So if you are a male, you're going to keep your knees apart. If you are a female, your knees are going to go together. Now, the sword is going to lay down with your handle toward the left of your body, and the curve of the bow, the outside curve, like the top of the rainbow, is going to be facing away from you. So the blade is facing away from you. You're going to start with a traditional bow. So your right hand comes all the way up, goes down your left arm and touches the floor. And then the left does the same. Come to your shoulder, all the way down, and then you're going to bow, head in between, 3 seconds, and then come back up. Right hand touches your right thigh, then left hand touches. Take a little pause, and then you're going to reach for the handle without looking away. So I grab my handle, and I stand my sword straight up in front of me. Now, if you had a sheath around your blade, then you would clean it off all the way. This does not, so even though it's plastic, I'm just going to run my hands down the side. I'm going to pretend like this is a live blade, and then I'm going to put it away in my belt. So I tuck it into my belt. I want you to practice that enough that it's smooth. Right hand comes down, left hand comes down. Now, someone is trying to grab your sword handle. So you're going to take your left leg and step up. At the same time, I'm going to grab that handle and block with my right hand. So my left hand grabs, right hand blocks that person from grabbing my sword handle. And then I'm going to go underneath my sword and do a circle because they reached for it again, so I go around their hand. As I stand up, I'm going to slice that guy. You shouldn't have touched my sword. So I stand up, and I'm going to spin toward my right shoulder. You're going to do a full spin around, so I stand and slice. I'm going to hop this way and spin, so I land with my left foot, step out with my right. I grab with my left hand and stab as I land in a horse stance. You're here facing the back. I'm going to turn my head to the front as I raise my sword up to my shoulders, step forward with my right leg, and slice straight down. I'm in another horse stance. Now you're going to do 3 figure eights as you walk forward with your right hand only. So my left hand comes to my chest. 1, 2, 3, and 3 steps. So my left leg is toward the front. I look to the back, chamber my hand, and punch as my left hand chambers to my side. I'm going to grab over top and step forward again like that first strike down. Land in a good horse stance. I'm going to do 3 more figure eights. Step forward. 1, 2, 3. My left foot is forward. Now earlier I stepped and I punched. Here you're going to step out into a forward stance and block with the blade on your back. You want to make sure that the sharp point of the blade is facing away, and you're going to chamber your left hand. Your left leg is going to step up and around in front of you as you grab the handle and stab toward the front of the room. Your right leg is going to slide so that your feet come together as your blade goes down and then it turns sideways and your palm is on the blade. My left leg, so the one that is farthest away from the television right now, is going to kick as I strike with my sword. I step back into a back stance and strike or cut straight up. My right hand is going to open up so that I can spin the sword on my palm. I go toward my right shoulder as I step out, grab the sword again, and slice. And then I'm going to do the same exact slice. My left leg is going to step forward. Blade goes toward my right shoulder, around my head, and slice. Now you're going to turn around toward the back of the room. You have to spin your hand again, the same hand. So open your right hand, turn it over so that both hands are facing the same way. My right knee is going to come up in front of me as I turn toward the back and pull my sword toward my right side. I'm going to step down into a forward stance and slice straight across the bad guy. From here, my left hand is going to slide around the bottom or the butt of my handle as my sword comes above my head. I'm going to take 3 quick steps. 1, 2, 3, land on my knee and stab. That was a guy I just sliced earlier. Now, someone's coming behind me. I need to turn both of my hands over. So left hand goes, then my right hand goes. I spin toward the front and stab straight. There's someone coming behind me again. My left knee is going to come up as I spin, and then I'm going to switch knees like a basic jump front kick. So watch, I bring my knee up as I spin. I'm going to hop and switch knees, and then my right leg is going to go down. As I do that, I'm here. As I do that, I'm going to bring my sword up and strike straight across. So I'm here, boom, I jump, I bring it up, I land, and I strike. Then you're going to do the 2 similar strikes that we did earlier. My right hand comes across to my left shoulder. I grab that sword, and I strike toward my left knee. Then my right leg steps as I do the same. It goes to my left shoulder, right foot steps all the way around, and I strike. You're done with the kata. You're going to turn around. Your sword, you're going to let go with your left hand. Sword comes behind your head and then out. You're going to drip the blood off the blade 1 time. Your left leg is going to slide towards your right as your blade comes across your body. And then you're going to put it away in your belt. Hand comes down, and you bow. That's sword kata. Practice at home.